Alright guys, I've got the brand new Titleist T100 irons, and they're the perfect iron if you don't want to be hitting a blade, as you've got the MBs and the CBs for that one. So if you want precision and a touch of forgiveness, then these clubs might be the ones for you. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking through the key features and benefits of these irons, the recommended retail price, and then I'm going to be putting them to the test here on the Belfry at the Brabazon Golf Course on this autumn windy day. So first impressions, the sole of the club looks really small, so more on the player's side in comparison to the T250s and T350s, which are going to give you more forgiveness and even more distance. So if we take a close-up look at the back of the head, you'll notice there's not been a big design change compared to last year's T100 irons. But for me, I really like the old version, so you know what they say, if it's not broken, then don't fix it. The design of the head looks really clean. I really like this silver line that runs to the right of the T100 symbol, which makes it look really premium. Titleist have now split the tungsten weighting between the heel and the toe to provide even more motion of inertia. That means even more stability when hitting those golf shots. They've also added variable face thickness, and what you'll notice is that the lower lofted irons have different grooves to the higher lofted irons, and the reason behind that is to help with the consistency with spin and launch angles on those lower lofted clubs. Right, so let's be honest, any mishits with these clubs are probably going to end up coming short and end up in the water, so there's only one place to go. Yep, you guessed it, down to the water. So I'm down on the third hole. It's a par 5, but I'll come down to our third shot. So again, we've got 150 yards now to the flag, and yet water all in front of the green. So we'll hit some shots now with an 8 iron and see how well they perform. The lofts this year are a little bit stronger. They're 1 degree stronger, so you're probably going to see a touch more distance. Looking down on the golf ball, the top of the club looks nice and thin, and the head length looks really compact. So I'm used to something with a little bit more forgiveness, so it definitely looks like a true player's iron. Feel so good. Where's that gone? Probably around sort of 6 to 8 foot away from the flag. It was a great shot and the strike felt great. You can definitely feel where you've struck it out the face, and that was the middle that time. That's something you don't get as much with the T350, as they've got a much more duller strike feel. So I actually caught that one a little bit out the bottom, but it's still flown really nicely and just missed to the right hand side of the flag. Right, let's go up there now and find out where all of those balls have finished up. So the first ball that I hit finished around sort of 12 foot away from the flag. I hit another one really well that's finished to around sort of 6 foot. And the final ball, well, that was the one that I caught slightly out the bottom of that club face. But what I really liked is the fact that it gave me that instant feedback straight away. So I really liked all 3 of those shots, not just down to the fact that I nearly holed one. Well, I'm probably in the wrong job. I should just be on tour, shouldn't I? But more down to the fact that all 3 of those shots were nice and consistent in terms of height, and they all sat down really nice and quickly as well. You can see where the pitch marks are and how fast those balls actually sat down. Right, so the 8 iron performed really well, so there's only one thing left to do: make it harder. So I pulled the 4 iron out the bag. It's got that tiny sole and even less forgiveness. I've come down to the 8th hole. It's a par 4, 430 yards. I've got around 190 yards left into the flag as it's slightly into wind. So let's see how we get on with this one. That's come off so good. Slightly come out the toe, that one has. It's just drifting to the left hand side. I think I'm just off the left hand side of the green, but I definitely felt it come out the toe, instant feedback, but I think the distance has dropped ever so slightly as it's not travelled as far as the first one did. Felt pretty good. It's right on line. Go on then, get up there. Again, great shot, middle to back of the green. Let's head down there now, see where all the balls are finished up. So 2 balls that have hit the centre of the green. The other ball is just off the green to the left-hand side, a little bit short. And the reason behind that, I did catch it out the toe. It really shows they are players' golf clubs. I've moved down now to the 9th hole and I'm going to be testing out the pitching wedge. The flag is located on the front right-hand side of the green and there is water surrounding it all. So again, a perfect wedge shot is essential. So 3 shots in with the pitching wedge, 1 that finished close, 2 that I pulled a little bit to the left-hand side, but the distance side of things was great. Overall, a super clean design, a few tweaks from last year, but in general, a solid performer. These irons were great for striking the ball well, but if you need a little bit more forgiveness, then the T100s might not be the club for you. Let me know down in the comment section whether you'd be popping these into the bag. Hopefully you enjoyed watching the video, guys. If you did, please leave it a like, comment down below and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for watching.